Hello truffle hunters. I am training my dog to show me unripe and rotten truffles. An interesting thing for me to be doing. One of my dogs, Kovu, when I did his training, it was with truffle training oil, but he's the sort of dog who's taken it upon himself to show me every truffle. So he will show me unripe, semi-ripe, ripe, rotten. He has even taken it upon himself to generalize truffles to a point where he will also show me native Australian truffles and native European truffles that we've sometimes found in some truffiers. So he's done a very broad odor recognition of truffles in general. And so he will show me everything. And sometimes that's actually been annoying because I don't need to know where the native truffles are or the native European truffles, which are not edible. But I've had to actually train him to stop showing me that because I don't need to know those things. My other dog, Zara, I'm training her on truffle oil to start with, and then obviously moving on to ripe and semi-ripe truffles because those have a very similar smell. Unripe truffle does not smell like the truffle training oil. So she doesn't tend to show me the unripe truffle, and rotten truffle does not smell like the truffle training oil either. So she doesn't show me those two things. That's been handy a lot of the time because at truffle events, we only want to know where the ripe stuff is or the semi-ripe things because we're digging them out in front of people. So using her has been quite handy in those situations because we have less scenarios where Kovu would show me an unripe truffle. I would smell it, it's not ready, we have to move on to the next one, and the people are a little disappointed each time there's an unripe one that we have to move past. But here comes the thing where it's going to start changing. Kovu's getting older. Zara's a little younger than him by 2 years. At some point, Kovu will need to retire. So I'm going to need Zara to start showing me everything as well because a lot of the farms I go to, we need to show them where all the unripe stuff is. So that means they can come back to it in the weeks to come and find those ones as well. So I've got an access to some rotten truffle. The owner of the farm was very confused when I said, can I have some of the unripe stuff and some of the rotten truffle? But they happily obliged, obviously. Some of the unripe truffles were truffles that had been kicked out of the soil by a rabbit or rodent or just on the surface and weren't connected to any roots. So we weren't digging up any unripe truffle, just ones that were on the surface. And the rotten truffle, obviously, we dig out to keep the truffier clean and not to infect anything else. So getting some rotten truffle and unripe truffle, so then I could use those in hides to teach Zara of this odor is also what I'm interested in. So adding to her list of desired odors. So then she will show me where those things are as well, the same way Kovu does. So the next video is doing a search with Zara and just also showing you what those truffles looked like in their jars beforehand. And then I did the search again with Kovu because he needs to have a turn too, otherwise he feels left out. And it's interesting because this search is the fourth one that Zara did. I didn't record the first one and I wish I did. Her first search with the rotten truffle and the unripe truffle, she acted very confused. She went to it. It took a long time for her to find it. We had to hover a little while. And once she did find it, she looked at me sort of like, am I supposed to alert to this? And as soon as she put her nose to it and showed any interest in it, I rewarded her straight away. So then she went, oh, Mum wants me to show her this as well. Okay, that's great. And then every time since then, she's been getting stronger and stronger and much more confident in alerting to those new odors. And this video is the fourth time that she's done a search with unripe and rotten truffle. All right, guys, so we're doing a truffle hide with unripe truffle and rotten truffle. So I'm teaching Zara to find and tell me where the unripe truffle and rotten truffle are, because currently she only shows me semi-ripe and ripe. So this is what the hides look like. So a couple of unripe truffles which were dug out by some animals. You can see that they're very white, and also some rotten truffle. You can see the white stuff growing on that, so that's kind of gross. And this is the same as well. So these ones were some rotten truffle that we found. And this is another unripe truffle that we found that was kicked out by an animal. So I'm going to be hiding these truffles, and this will be Zara's 4th time looking for unripe and rotten truffles. Here she goes. These truffles are actually a week old. That's the first one. Good girl. Show. Yes, good job. Just doing this one-handed, a little bit tricky. Good job, sweetie. There you go. Good girl. Okay, find. No, another one. She's looking for the one that's just next to this tree. It's a bit hard. She's going back to the where she smell it. She's having a wee. Go on, good girl. Find another one. This one is actually really hard. She had trouble with this one before. It's just underneath there. There we go, getting closer. Good girl. Good job, sweetie. Good girl. There you go. Good job. Okay, let's keep going. Crawling in that corner. Just walk past it, waiting for her to turn around. It's crawling in that corner again. See whether she can work it out. It's right there. You can see it in my picture. Turned around. Good girl. Well done, sweetie. That was a hard one. They're very subtle now. They're a week old. Okay, let's keep going. Just going back to the same one. You've seen that one already. Another one. Good girl. Come through. Good girl. Well done, sweetheart. So Zara is very comfortable with this new odour. This is the 4th time that she's done unripe and rotten. Good job, sweetie. Well done. Okay. This is Kovu having a turn because he loves it too. Good boy. Good dog. There's some chicken. Okay, another one. Let's see how he goes with this harder one. Fine. Might go to the last one. Yep. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Good job, buddy. Okay, find. Zara had trouble with this one. The wind was blowing. Good boy. Well done. There you go. Now there's one more. Find. I think you've seen that one already. Actually, have you? Maybe you haven't. I've forgotten which one I've shown you. There you go. Good job. Well done. Now over here, find. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Well done, sweetie. So I hope you enjoyed watching those 2 videos of Kovu and Zara finding unripe and rotten truffle. It'll be different for her going forward, showing me everything, as obviously in the past when doing events she's only been showing me semi-ripe and ripe. Sometimes we like to explain to the clients the difference between the semi-ripe and ripe, and obviously only harvesting the ripe things. But yeah, in the future she's going to need to start showing me everything as Kovu starts to slow down in his older age, and Zara will pick up more of the work. But hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you again soon.